Hello children. In this video, I'm going to discuss the topic respiration, page number 101. So, respiration, what is the process? Respiration is a process in which glucose is broken down with the help of oxygen and energy is released along with the production of carbon dioxide and water. You know that during respiration we are taking in oxygen and we are taking out carbon dioxide. So during this process, while we are taking in oxygen, this oxygen helps to break down the glucose molecule to release the energy which is required for various biological activities in the body. So this process is known as respiration. So we need to know what are the two types of respiration. There are two types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the respiration which takes place in the presence of oxygen. That is the respiration which happens in mitochondria in the cell. So now we will understand the respiration, this aerobic respiration, with the help of the example. So the first step, which is common in all types of respiration, is the formation of the pyruvate. Pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule and it is formed from the glucose molecule. And you know that glucose is a 6-carbon molecule, C6H12O6. So glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. So in mitochondria, pyruvate is broken down into 3 molecules of carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy. So this is the first step of breakdown of the glucose. So glucose is when first broken down, it will be converted to pyruvate. And then this pyruvate with the help of oxygen will be again converted to carbon dioxide, water and energy. So this is the example of aerobic respiration happening in mitochondria. Now let us see anaerobic respiration. What is an anaerobic respiration? The process of respiration which takes place in the absence of oxygen is known as anaerobic respiration. And this type of respiration takes place in yeast cells. And the process is known as fermentation in yeast. Because here alcohol is produced and the process takes place without the help of oxygen. Let us illustrate the example. In yeast cells, what happens? Glucose breaks down into pyruvate first. And pyruvate is again converted to ethanol, C2H6, and carbon dioxide. So glucose will be first converted to pyruvate and pyruvate will be broken down to ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy is released. Now comparatively, much less energy will be released in anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, a higher amount of energy is released. Remember that. There is another pathway of glucose breakdown which happens in the muscle cells. You know that after vigorous exercise, we need more and more energy. So this type of respiration can take place in the muscle cells where there will be lack of oxygen. That time pyruvate will be broken down into lactic acid and energy will be released. And one more thing here, you need to remember that accumulation of lactic acid in the muscle cells can bring about muscle cramps. Okay, so to get relief from the muscle cramps, you know that we have to take hot water bath. Because if we take hot water bath, then this lactic acid will be broken down and we will get relief from the muscle cramps. So what happens in the muscle cells? First, glucose is broken down to pyruvate and pyruvate is converted to lactic acid and energy. Now let us see the flow chart from the book. It is schematic diagram of breakdown of glucose by various pathways. This diagram is asked many a times in examination, so it is very important for examination point of view. And the question might come as, what are the different ways in which glucose is oxidized to provide energy in various organisms? You just need to draw this diagram. That is the flow chart. That is sufficient for 3 marks answer. Hope this video will be helpful for you. Read it properly. Read the topic properly. Now, one more thing I want to discuss here, that is formation of the ATP molecule and how the ATP is utilized for various biochemical processes. The energy which is released during the process of respiration is immediately used to synthesize another molecule called ATP molecule, that is adenosine triphosphate. This ATP is formed from ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Okay, this adenosine diphosphate is present in the cell itself. And ATP is produced from ADP plus 1 phosphate molecule. This inorganic phosphate molecule is also present in the cell. So, the energy content in ATP is higher than the ADP. And ATP is known as energy currency of the cell. Because whenever we need some energy for various biochemical processes, we get the energy from the ATP molecule. ATP is broken down into a fixed amount of energy, around 30.5 kilojoule per mole. Energy is released from one ATP molecule. The energy which is released from the ATP molecule is used for various biochemical processes in the cell. So today, let us conclude here. Hope you have understood the various pathways of breakdown of glucose. And in the next videos, we will learn about respiration in plants and respiration in human being. Read properly and take care of yourself until I come back with the next videos. Thank you.